Milan played exceptionally in their second pre-season game, as they strolled past Premier League champions Liverpool, winning by 4-2. Massimiliano Allegri has learned more about his squad once again, and can be quite impressed with his Milan side as they played strongly against Liverpool. Trusting the 3-5-2 system again, his team started well and took the lead through Rafael Leao, a very Allegrian goal. Unfortunately, the lead did not last too long, as the Rossoneri conceded shortly after, due to a nice strike from Szoboszlai. The second half started brightly again, as the Rossoneri took the lead once more, through Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Again, Leao was pivotal, with him driving strongly on the counter-attack. Just minutes later, the goal was effectively mirrored, this time from the right. Alexis Saelemaekers and Noah Okafor combining, with the latter finishing well first time. Liverpool scored late on, through Cody Gakpo, but it mattered little as Okafor scored a second, pouncing on a mistake at the back by Liverpool. The opening stages were filled with both teams having occasional chances to look threatening. As you would expect, Mo Salah was involved early doors, but he was stopped well by Malik in the first minutes of the game. Leao, then, could have had the next major opportunity in the game, as Alisson effectively gave the ball to the Portuguese. However, he was not awake to the risk, and the chance passed him by. In the central areas, the Portuguese continued to cause trouble, making issues for the Liverpool defense in tight spaces. Put it this way, you could certainly tell that Allegri had tasked the forward with being the focal point, enhancing the star and putting the focus on him, rather than letting him contribute to the game, as some might say. It would only be right that he would then score the first goal of the game. The Rossoneri defended well, not allowing their opposition to get through, and the ball eventually found its way to Leao, who was unleashed into the Liverpool half. As he approached the box, he prepared to shoot and launched a powerful shot, with his weaker foot, it is worth adding, past Alisson at his near post. A beautiful goal, marked by a beautiful tribute to his former teammate, Diogo Jota. With the goal itself, it had that Allegri trademark: defend well, attack quickly. Considering how little time he has had with the squad, these imprints are already rather impressive. The following 10 minutes were mainly filled with chances for the Reds, as Salah and Florian Wirtz linked well a few times. However, it would be Szoboszlai to give the home side the lead, doing so with a nice curled effort from the edge of the box. Throughout the first period, too, it is worth mentioning the headache that Fikayo Tomori was given by 16-year-old Yamoha. Another telling sign that a right back was needed, regardless of the wow factor provided by the young winger. Milan ended the half strongly with a few nice chances. Leao had a chance to shoot, but instead squared it. Yusuf Fofana left a chance on the edge of the box, and Christian Pulisic also came close right at the end of the half. Allegri opted to make a few changes to start the second half, taking Pulisic, Fofana, Strahinja Pavlovic and Mike Maignan off. To replace him, Noah Okafor, Yunus Musa, Matteo Gabbia and Pietro Terracciano came on. It only took a few minutes for the Rossoneri to get themselves back ahead. As you would expect, Leao was again instrumental, as the Javelin broke down the left-hand side, and he fed it into Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who finished well. Another Allegri blueprint. Another Leao involvement. Allegri visibly proud of things clicking. A few half chances for Liverpool followed, but it would not matter as Milan scored a third on the stroke of the 60th minute. For a third time, the Rossoneri counter-attacked quickly, this time down the right-hand side, as Alexis Saelemaekers drove into the opposition half. Then, the Belgian played a hard ball into the area, and Okafor finished it cleverly, first time. A very strong offensive performance indeed, with the Diavolo proving to be ruthless. Something that was certainly desired. Shortly after the goals, Allegri opted to take off Leao and Loftus-Cheek, as well as David Bardisoghi, replacing the trio with Samuel Chukwueze, Warren Bondo and debutant, Gervais Estupiñán. Later, Christian Comato and Filippo Terracciano replaced Demore and Samuel Ricci. As the game came to a close, it was more a case of the Rossoneri defending more, with Liverpool looking to leave their mark late on. However, Allegri's side defended well, limiting chances for the home side. Vittorio Magni and Matteo Dutti were also given chances to impress late on, replacing Tha and Saelemaekers, who both put in solid shifts. Cody Gakpo scored a nice header in the dying embers of the game. However, a late error at the back from Liverpool allowed Okafor to get through and slot home easily. 4-2, and the game finished just after.